Hey, this is Lauriston Crockett, President of Genostim, Master Trainer in Living the Peptide Life, and I'm back with Dr. Michael Harris. Now, Michael, last time we spoke about the history of kettlebells.
Yes, we did.
And I found it absolutely amazing, the history coming from early Russia and then moving forward, and then, of course, the new dimension of being able to adjust a kettlebell so you don't have to have the whole line of different weights. That makes so much sense. But as a biomechanics trainer, I'm very, very interested in you discussing today with us the types of movements and what we're actually accomplishing.
Okay. If you recall when we first started, we had the Encyclopedia Bodybuilding with Arnold, and everybody was doing a body part routine. They had leg day and arm day,
Chest
and
day, shoulder day, leg day,
toe day, and all of those. And ultimately, what they have found out, and we're talking about fitness over 40. Unless you're planning on being a bodybuilder, which I highly recommend, hiring somebody to help you with that. In general, what you want to be able to do is pick up your kids, pick up your grandkids, walk to the mailbox, bend over, pick up a piece of paper without having to go to the chiropractor for 6 weeks.
Well, life is movement, but the problem is as we start getting older, over 40, and our hormones levels start going down, is we stop moving. Right. And then that's when atrophy sets in, and you'll start noticing people's gaits start changing, and they start walking like young infants again, and they're not walking or running, and they just start, to me, giving up, and I think it's over with. To me, it's just beginning.
We'll talk more about that when we get into foundational stuff.
Fantastic.
But just for basics, most people are unaware of there are 7 movements for the human body. One of them is push, so you might be familiar with a chest exercise or doing a push-up. The next one is pull, okay, which is the antithesis of or the antagonist muscle for that group. You also have squat, you have hinge, which is when you squat, you bend your knees and like you're sitting in a chair. When you're hinging, your knees are bent, but you're bending at the hips. And interestingly enough, not that many people know how to hinge properly, so that's where they get those back injuries. And the other movement that is left out of almost everything is twisting. So we will be talking about movements in which that you are twisting your trunk and doing developmental exercises to give yourself more flexibility and more stability in your core. And then the other 2 movements are things that have just almost been completely eliminated since the invention of the wheel. Because thousands of years ago, if you wanted to take your stuff with you, you carried it. Or you put it on a travelway and you drug it behind you. And ever since the invention of the wheel, everything's on wheels. Suitcases are on wheels, bicycles, cars, your chair that you're probably sitting in and watching this video. Everything's on wheels. So we aren't carrying things. So one of the simplest things that you could do, which is what I do at the grocery store, so instead of getting a basket, I'll pick up 2 baskets and carry them in my hand. Now, it does cut down on the amount of stuff that I can buy, but when I go through the grocery store, I'm loading one basket in the other. So when I get done grocery shopping, I'm done with my loaded carry for the day. And we're going to be talking about how to do things easily and simply. And then the very last movement is probably the last time that you did this movement was between the ages of 0 and 18 months, when you were on the floor. And you spent all of your time and all of your energy getting off of the floor, and you haven't been there since. So doing exercise in which you're physically choosing to get down on the floor and move your body and then get back up, and we'll talk about the Turkish get back up.
Right.
And it doesn't matter if it's weighted or not. It's a workout. But getting your body used to being on the ground. We used to sleep on the ground. We used to carry everything that we did, and through, I'm glad we do it, but it's modern technology, these things are going away, and these are where the back problems, knee problems, ankle problems, neck problems are coming from, is that we need to do all of these motions daily.
We do, and a lot of people think, well, let's go to the doctor and let me get a pill and try to medicate, when it's not. When it really comes back to just the simple motion of extensions, flexions, rotations. And so, yeah, absolutely. So the type of movements with kettlebells, in other words, we can cover everything.
Absolutely.
So I'm really interested in getting more into that. But hey guys, this is Lauriston Crockett. We're out of time, Michael.
Okay.
So we will see you again. Lauriston Crockett with Fitness Over 40, Genostim Peptides Are Life with Dr. Michael Harris. Have a great day.